Early 1900s, Rwanda comes under Belgian rule. The Belgians don't unify, they divide. They introduce ID cards, Hutu, Tutsi, Twa, based on pseudoscience. Tutsis, deemed more European, are favored. Better jobs, better schools, better treatment. Welcome to Omar's story Nook, where history gets spicy, legends get a remix, and memory refuses to be erased. Every tale you hear is a whisper of Omar, echoing across blood, silence, and survival. This isn't fiction, it's remembrance. April 1994, Rwanda, lush, quiet, green. But beneath that soil, hatred had been brewing. In just 100 days, over 800,000 souls were slaughtered, not by bombs, but by neighbors, not by invaders, but by friends. And the world? The world watched. This is not tribal warfare. This is not Africa being Africa. This was genocide, planned, organized, broadcasted, and worst of all, ignored. This is the story of Rwanda's 100 days of silence, a tale of colonial scars, betrayal, and voices rising from ashes. Hate isn't born, it's planted. Early 1900s, Rwanda comes under Belgian rule. The Belgians don't unify, they divide. They introduce ID cards, Hutu, Tutsi, Twa, based on pseudoscience. Tutsis, deemed more European, are favored. Better jobs, better schools, better treatment. Hutus are sidelined, but when independence nears in the 1950s, Belgium flips, now backing Hutus. Tensions boil over. Tutsis are attacked. Many flee. Rwanda gains independence in 1962, but the wounds remain. Hutus now rule, and the state becomes a machine of fear. Propaganda paints Tutsis as cockroaches. Militias rise. Meanwhile, exiled Tutsis form the Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, a rebel group determined to return. In 1990, war erupts when the RPF invades. Ceasefires come and go. But behind the scenes, something darker is prepared. Machetes are stockpiled, radios begin spreading poison, and when the president's plane is shot down in April 1994, the match hits dry grass. Because genocide was never spontaneous, it was rehearsed, and the world knew. April 6th, 1994. President Habyarimana's plane is shot down. By morning, roadblocks are up, machetes are in motion, targeted lists come out, the killing begins. It starts with leadership. Tutsi officials, journalists, even moderate Hutus. Soon it expands. Classmates kill classmates. Husbands kill wives. Priests turn in their own flocks. RTLM radio becomes the voice of death. Cut down the tall trees. Do your work. Clean your neighborhood. Children are butchered. Churches become traps. Hospitals turn to morgues. The tools of death? Cheap. Personal. Machetes. Clubs. Fire. Rape becomes a weapon. HIV positive men are used intentionally. Bodies float in rivers, pits overflow, and still the world hesitates. UN peacekeepers are present, but tied by bureaucracy. They are ordered not to intervene. They stand by, helpless, while genocide unfolds before their eyes. For 100 days, Rwanda bleeds, and the world turns away. The United Nations knew. General Romeo Dallaire begged for help. He was ignored. The US refused to call it genocide. France had supported the Hutu regime. Most nations chose evacuation for foreigners only. The UN pulled troops out instead of sending more. Blue helmets stood outside church doors as people screamed inside. News reports were cautious. Tribal conflict, ethnic tensions. But this wasn't ancient. It was modern, political, deliberate. Media outlets held back footage. Editors debated terminology. Governments debated responsibility. And people died. Only when the bodies piled too high to ignore, only when the genocide ended did the world apologize. But Rwanda didn't need apologies. It needed action, and that never came. July 1994. The RPF captures Kigali, the killing stops. But what's left? Ghost towns, mass graves, orphan children, empty homes. Rwanda cannot jail every killer. So it turns to Gakaka, community justice. Survivors face perpetrators. Truths are spoken. Forgiveness is attempted. The nation rebuilds. Ethnic ID cards are abolished. Hate speech is outlawed. Education is reformed. Genocide becomes part of the curriculum, not erased but explained. Memorials rise, skulls behind glass, bloodied clothes folded in remembrance, walls filled with the word unknown. Yet, hope grows. Rwanda becomes one of Africa's fastest recovering nations. It pioneers healthcare, gender equality, security. But every April, it remembers. 1 week of silence, one flame, lit for every soul taken, and it whispers, "We remember," because forgetting is dangerous. This isn't just a story, this is Omar's story Nook, where truth whispers between the lines and legacy refuses to fade. Rwanda is not a footnote, it's a mirror. For 100 days, the world turned its back, and when it finally looked again, a million were gone. No one came, no one stopped it, and still, Rwanda rose, not for vengeance, but for remembrance, for justice, for truth. So when someone asks, could it happen again? You say it already did. And when they ask, what can I do? You say, listen, witness, speak, because silence kills, and memory can save. Until the next whisper of Omar, stay listening.